The order was, withdraw back across the canal. Leave the artillery behind.
Marshal Amer's order was a disaster. With no plan, his retreating units could not protect each other. The Israelis gave chase.
Our tanks had Egyptian tanks in front and behind them. We attacked them from the ground and from the air. Thousands were destroyed. They were all burning. It was a terrible sight.
338 Israelis were killed. But the Egyptian dead numbered 15,000. Days earlier, when the war had begun, the Israelis had contacted the King of Jordan.
We did not plan to take Jerusalem or the West Bank. We did not plan to take the Golan. On the 5th, we sent a telegram through the Americans to King Hussein, telling him that the war was between us and the Egyptians. If Jordan stayed out, nothing would happen. But at about 10:30, he started shelling Jerusalem.
Teddy Kollak, the mayor of Jerusalem, asked me at the command post what he should do with the children in the kindergartens and schools.
הוא שואל מה אנחנו עושים עם הילדים בגנים ובבתי הספר.
In the command post, we looked at each other. We said, this is not nice. We'll take on Hussein. The deputy chief of staff called me. He said, Uzi, you are authorized to enter the old city. You have to be quick and use your head.
It took the Israelis 10 hours of bitter street fighting to defeat the Jordan Legion soldiers defending the old city. Once the troops had broken through to the Wailing Wall, keeping the city united under Israel's rule became the basic goal of the government. When the battle ended, Jordan had lost not only the old city, but all the land on the west bank of the Jordan River.
I went out to the front and I could see people crossing over in small groups, very tired. You know, all the years that I spent since 1953 trying to build that country and build that army, all the pride, all the hopes, I saw it just destroyed. I never received a more crushing blow than that.
Mr. Prime Minister, does Israel wish any territory beyond the territory she now holds?
No, sir. No, sir. We don't need any additional territory. We want only to develop this territory that we have. There is so much to put in energy and money and brain that we have a little. We don't want any additional territory.
With Jordan and Egypt defeated, Israel turned its might on the Golan Heights, the site of frequent attacks from Syria.
Dayan said, we're going to take the Golan now. I remember that some ministers from the religious parties were opposed to this. Dayan was adamant. He said, "We're not going to lose time. I've delayed it this long because we wanted to finish with the Egyptians and Jordanians."
We threw everything we had at the Golan Heights. In 12 hours, we dropped more bombs on the Golan than we had on all the Egyptian air